So today I saw Terrifier 2 and 3 for the very first time. Why? Kind of because I hate myself. Also because I love a good challenge and I love movies and I love movies with a large audience. And this was nearly sold out. So I thought, hey, what the heck? What could go wrong? Things went wrong very quickly, but then they got better? Question mark. And now I'm a fan. Anyway, come with me on this journey. So right now I am on my way to the movies. I decided very last minute to go see a double feature of Terrifier 2 and 3. I've never seen any of the Terrifier movies, but I figured might as well. The theater was pretty packed, and I always like experiences where there are a lot of people in the theater, so I feel like I'm excited for that. I am a little nervous, not because I'm scared that it'll be too scary, maybe a little bit of that, but I'm hoping that it's not boring at the very least. So yeah, keep you posted. Damn. Okay, so I just came out of seeing Terrifier 2, and I seriously just want to go home. I want to go home so bad. That movie was just, I respect it. I'm not one to give up on challenges that I set upon myself, but this just might be, I might just have to call it. I don't want to though, because I don't want to be a quitter, but also the movie's not nearly good enough to justify me sitting through 2 hours. It's 2 hours, the next one. It was like an hour and a half, done. Let's do it. 2 hours? I don't know, I should do it probably, right? I mean, okay, here's the thing. As soon as I walked out of the theater, I felt a lot better. And also I saw a lot of people going in to see Terrifier 3, and that made me want to be included in the party, so I might go back. But also, I could just go home and watch a Disney movie. Fuck. Okay, I think we're going back. Nope. I think we went back in. I'm so glad I stayed for Terrifier 3 because I absolutely loved that movie. I loved it. It was so freaking good. I can't explain what happened, but something in my brain just clicked, and now I get it. At first, I was kind of judging the people who like this stuff, but now I think I'm one of them now. I let the clap at the end of the film. What? I don't know who I am anymore. But Terrifier 3 was fucking phenomenal. It was the best movie about a serial killing clown that's come out this year. I'll wait for that bit of shade to sink in for some of y'all, but if you're into this type of stuff, go see it. And if you're not, maybe get into it, because like maybe I'll want to take you out for Terrifier 4 or something. Ew, my head freaking look my lip. That's gross. Anyway, I'm gonna do more of a like normal review right after this. I just had to. I'm so excited now. I'm so pumped. I don't know how I'm gonna go to sleep, but not because I'm scared, but because I'm so exhilarated. So yes, originally was gonna walk out after Terrifier 2. I didn't think the movie was bad. I just thought it was way too heavy, way too dark for me. And I really needed that breather. I really needed to kind of hype myself up again. Because while I love I really did find it was very interesting. The story was kind of interesting. The acting, especially from our lead final girl, played by Lauren Lavera, which I had never heard of her before, but I'm a big fan now. She might be one of my favorite final girls. She is just kind of badass. And again, I really don't think her character was that well developed in Terrifier 2, but Terrifier 3, oh my goodness. She just like, everyone I feel like upped their game, but her in particularly. Side note, I couldn't like, while I was watching it, for some reason, I couldn't help but be like, she looks like someone. At first I was like, she kind of looks like Mikey Madison, and then I was like, no, she looks more like Annie Murphy from Schitt's Creek, and I was like, no, she looks like a young oh, I'm blanking on her name. The evil queen from Once Upon a Time, Lana Parilla. I believe that's her name. Anyway, that's just a little tangent. As you can tell, I'm very riled up. And that's mainly adrenaline. I loved Terrifier 3. It is a Christmas movie, but it is also it's a little bit like Nightmare Before Christmas gone terribly, terribly wrong. But no, it was a lot of fun, and I like the fact that there was still just as much gore, if not maybe a tiny bit less. But no, I think there was about the same as Terrifier 2. But I think that it worked better in this one because there were so it was surprisingly more anyone was fair game. They weren't as restrained on who would be the victim, Art the Clown's victim. And I think that kind of made it a little bit scarier, but also the way that they did the gore was so funny and creative, and the scenes leading up to them were super funny with Art the Clown. Like Art the Clown killing it. He's so funny in this movie. And I just think that made it work so much better. They finally found the balance between gore and comedy and horror, and I think that all worked. But also, crazy lore just dropped. You learn a lot more about Lauren's character of Sienna. You learn more about the backstory for her father. In the second movie, he was mentioned but never really seen. And for some reason, I found it really creepy that he made this like really sexy superhero. And then the mom was like, "Oh, your dad would be so happy to see you wearing that outfit." And I'm like, ew. But here it kind of deepens it a little bit, and they take things a little bit more seriously, but not too seriously that it gets like it slows the film down or makes it kind of whatever. But it's really interesting, and they set up a fourth movie. Now, if you were to ask me, would I see a fourth movie before seeing Terrifier 3? I'd be like, hell no. I don't care how good Terrifier 3 is. I'm not gonna. But now I'm like, give it to me, please. So yeah, crazy, just 180 that I did on this entire series. I'm still not gonna go watch the first Terrifier because I feel like they just get better as they go on, and so why go back to that? I don't need any of the lore anyway from that film. I feel like most of it was explained in these last two films. But yes, Terrifier. Are you a fan of the series? Are you a fan of like these gore horror films? Because I'm not. I'm like, gore is the one thing I don't like in horror films, but this one does it right, I think. Terrifier 3 does. Terrifier 2, yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts if you see this movie. Anyway, Jesus, I don't know how I'm gonna go to sleep tonight. So much adrenaline running through my body. Art? No, just kidding. That is. I should probably go to bed. That my delirium might have also made my enjoyment a little bit better. So there's that.